It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for Cleveland, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. We've heard some thoughts on it before, but now that we are able to look back on the Warriors' accomplishment last season, all the wins, the first title in 40 years, how do you view the season they had, Shaq, in a historical perspective?
It was super successful. First-year coach with no experience, win championship. 67 wins put them as a top 5 team of all time. Combination of their offense and defense made them one of the best teams ever. And it was something Kenny and I were not used to. We're used to seeing big guards dominate. Kobe Bryant, Dwayne Wade, Penny Hardaway. Steph Curry has the same body as Kenny's son. Kenny's son is 19-year-old. Guy has no chest muscles, but he dominates.
Yeah, KJ has no chest muscles. But I'll tell you what, people can say what they want, and they've said, oh, they won because of injuries. What? You beat who's in front of you. Congratulations, Golden State Warriors.
When you look back,
NBA champs.
Will you consider them one of the great champions?
Well, to be a great champion, you have to be back-to-back.
Stop it, Ernie.
Three
Cut
peats.
it out, Ernie.
No,
I'm just saying that's a 67-win team that won the championship.
WF do. D. Whoopie freaking do.
WF do.
No, not yet. You have to multiple championships.
Okay,
define great.
Just threw the question out there. WF do. Let's go to Kevin Harlan.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Cleveland Cavaliers come in for this one. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA presented by 2K Sports for this Thursday afternoon game. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. So Cleveland will get the first possession. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Going out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron, and it's Irving in at the 1 spot. Another miss by Irving. Early on last year was clear. Steph Curry was just on another level, was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. I mean, you could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us, and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
Now Shumpert after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. And Shumpert kicks to Mozgov. And it's Curry with the rebound. And so it's Golden State with it. He feeds it to Bogut. The shot is off. Excellent D there from Mozgov. And it's Shumpert penetrating. The dish to LeBron. Mozgov a screen on Barnes. James. Shumpert against Curry. The high post shot. Here's Love. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
You know, the Cavs had a slow start to last season compared to how everybody thought they would play. Still, it was the best start for Kevin Love in his career and would end up being the most winning team he's played on. Says something about how long he's waited for success.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And Love, who would also go on to make his first postseason appearance, played in the first round last year. It was a complete 180 for him in what he was used to at Minnesota.
And even though there were ups and downs for Love last season, you know that he must have enjoyed winning for a change. And being in the league so long without making the playoffs, he finally got a chance to play in the postseason.
Usually free throws are a formality for him. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there.
Well, last season would be one where Kevin Love played a different role, saw his numbers decline, but that was, I think, especially with LeBron and Kyrie, much better players than he ever had in Minnesota. That was to be expected.
It's a great point, Kevin. And Love dropped about 10 points per game in terms of his output. The field goal percentage as well as three-point percentage was down, but still, he traded it all to be on a winning team. And I really feel like his numbers will start to go up as he makes the adjustment to playing with great players.
Good point. Nice fadeaway to get over the top.
Great shot. Had to fade back, but he still managed to drain it.
Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Irving against Curry. He kicks it to Thompson. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Thompson's got his second bucket of the night.
And, you know, for Love last season, we knew he'd be in a supporting role to LeBron. You put any player next to LeBron, and he automatically becomes some kind of role player.
Now here's James. And that's collected by Bogut.
That's now 4 misses on their first 5 attempts. Still trying to find the rhythm and flow here offensively.
And thinking back to Love and his numbers last year, we saw the same thing from Bosh when he played with LeBron. Love and Bosh had similar reductions in scoring, but both were still great players, and they both have the ability to adapt and impact the game in other ways.
And that one's good, Shumpert.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Warriors have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And Curry, here we go. The baseline jumper goes down. Curry's got his first points of the game.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Love with the screen for Irving, and there's the feed to Love. James against Thompson, and he drops it in from the low post.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kev, I caught up with Coach David Blatt. A big factor in this game, he said, is how well they do to contain the young shooter Klay Thompson, saying Thompson can really give you trouble coming off screens. We got to have all-out energy fighting to stay on his hip, and then we need to pressure on the ball handler to try and delay the pass. Kevin, both jobs are hard.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. The Warriors shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Green. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way. And that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
Warriors trail by 3. Bogut with a screen on Williams. Here is Livingston. He's guarded by Williams. Livingston, no luck.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Barbosa dishes to score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Now that's a killer crossover. The defender got totally shook up by that move.
Outside Williams. Picked by Varejao. Jefferson kicks to Varejao. In the corner, Smith with it. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Here is Livingston. He's guarded by Williams. Floats one. Livingston, that's good. Livingston's got his second basket of the game.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
The screen from Thompson. It's Williams with the drive. The shot, no good. The Warriors go the other way with it. 20 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And Jefferson sends it back. Barbosa against Smith. The screen from Thompson. Outside Williams. Fires the three. At the end of one, a closely contested. We caught up with Kyrie Irving earlier, and he talked a little bit about expectations for himself and his teammates.
We expect so much out of each other every single night, and the team is going to go as hard as we go, as well as the other pieces that we have on the team. But we have to control it from a standpoint that we have to play off each other.
Kyrie reminding us that it's not just the expectations of the fans and the media he and LeBron deal with, but also, and Clark, perhaps the most demanding of all, are the expectations they've got for each other.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, two guys who expect so much of themselves to start with, who naturally have a vision of how great the other guy should be. I mean, they're constantly trying to manage expectations while still demanding the best from each other. And that's a lot of fun to watch.
That's his first personal foul.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
It's been a great display of team basketball here thus far.
5 guys, 5 fingers working as one. Just beautiful team basketball on display for these guys.
Barnes and Green are the forward set. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots, and it's Ezeli in at the 5 roaming the paint. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Clark, remember a year ago, Klay Thompson was the subject of trade speculation, possibly, in fact, going to the Timberwolves for Kevin Love.
Yeah, in the end, the Warriors stood pat, and it was a controversial decision at that point, but I don't think there's any question it was a pretty good move for the Warriors right now.
Here's Green, following the basket by Kevin Love. Barnes kicks to Curry. No good on the triple.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Here's Dellavedova. Irving with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Irving misses.
And the Warriors, also inking Thompson to that 4-year, $70 million extension. A big show of faith on their part, and it's looking like money well spent.
Now here's Curry. This one for 3. He makes that one drop. Only a second, 5 tries.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
And now Klay Thompson with deeper pockets, but never one to splurge. His father taught him well. I mean, his rookie year, he drove the family hand-me-down. He bought his next car used, so his focus is clearly on the game, not the glitz and glamour.
Now Irving, following the miss by Draymond Green from deep. It's a pick by Love. Irving with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Thompson sets the pick for Irving. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
And Kevin, that's a really sweet stroke from Irving there.
Warriors have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Green, the screen. Curry passes to Thompson. To the wing on the left. Nobody near Barnes. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Barnes has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Dellavedova dishes to Irving. Thompson, a screen on Curry. Irving kicks to Thompson. It's rebounded by Golden State. Curry with it. He's got 5. He dishes it to Thompson. They set the screen. Outside, Green. Three-pointer. Rebound by Dellavedova. For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense. But their defense, you know, Gia, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
Yeah, I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponents' field goal percentage last season. And some nights, the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed up.
Here's Green, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Barnes passes to Curry. For 3, that's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc. And how about Harrison Barnes, the Black Falcon? I mean, he was a high school phenom in Ames, Iowa, and a lottery pick back in 2012 after 2 seasons at Carolina. Remember also in high school, he was a teammate of Dougie McBuckets.
Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Festus Ezeli. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Smith comes in for Kevin Love. Amon Shumpert's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving. Now here's Shumpert. There's the pick. Pick by Mozgov. Smith wide open. He fires. Off target with his 3. Harrison Barnes, of course, went to North Carolina. Grew up as a huge fan of former Tar Heel Michael Jordan.
Yeah, you know, interesting. His mother started taping Jordan's games on the VCR years before he was born. His given name, Harrison Bryson Jordan Barnes. How about that for a factoid?
I didn't know that.
Nor did I.
And here's Iguodala outside. Great D that time from James. Outside Williams. LeBron sets the screen for Williams. James outside. Launches a 3. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut to just 1 on the basket from Williams.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
And it goes on a bounce. That one is off Smith.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Andrew Bogut checked in for Golden State. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Anderson Varejão's checked in for LeBron. We've got 1:18 left in the first half of basketball. Barbosa against Shumpert. Poke loose, 5 to shoot. From 12 feet out, and it's blocked. Smith outside. Williams with a clean look. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. The Warriors leading. There's 47 seconds left here in the second. The drive by Iguodala. Mozgov with the block. And they get it back. And good on the basket. Book it. 2-for-1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Pick by Varejao. Smith kicks to Mozgov. Shumpert dishes to Williams. Outside Shumpert. 6 on the shot clock. Nice D from Bogut.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Here's Barbosa. And it's Barbosa again missing.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Warriors ahead, leading by 3. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. A solid and competitive first half of basketball. LeBron, how do you feel about the team and its performance tonight?
We're doing a good job. We're on the road. Our shooters, we missed a couple at the end. Wish we would have went in, but they're going to continue to shoot. But it's going to be a big second half for us. So we got to continue to play like we did in the first half.
Continuity is key, LeBron. Thank you. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good action during the period, as it was just a 1-point game at the end of one. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
They're playing with a sense of urgency, even though they're at home. Sometimes you feel so comfortable on your home court, the other team can jump on you. But they know these fans have their back, and now they're well positioned to build a lead in the second half.
Looking at Cleveland, Shaq, your thoughts?
I like to see them create more points in the paint. The problem nowadays is that defenses can sag in, take away angles for entry passes, quickly double. So you got to be creative. Inside screens, back cuts, drive and dish. You need to do whatever it takes to get the guy open.
That wraps it up for halftime as the game is just about to get going again in the third quarter. We will see you later.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
And so it's Golden State with it. It's a three-point game.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. That seems all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Amon Shumpert is out there with Kyrie Irving, and it's Mozgov in at the 5 spot. As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate, Clark.
And, you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games, and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
Green with a screen on Irving. It's Curry with the drive, and the shot is good. Curry's got the lead up to 4 now for the Warriors.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have. How about that screen by Love? That was a wall.
Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Cleveland on defense, trailing by 2. Irving against Curry. Screen by Bogut. Curry passes to Barnes. To the middle. Here's Bogut, and he drops it in from the low post.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
The number 1 overall pick in 2005, Andrew Bogut. Great expectations, Greg, for the big Aussie coming in.
Yeah, I mean, a phenomenal rebounder and rim protector. He's got that high basketball IQ from a defensive standpoint. You know, and on offense, he averaged over 20 points a game in college. He's an instinctive passer, just not much more you could ask for.
You know, going back to Bogut's fanfare entering the league, was 3rd in Rookie of the Year balloting. Then he went on to have some solid, if unspectacular, years, though his shot blocking and defense were always strong.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That one drops. He ties it up.
And guys, one thing people often forget to mention about Bogut, his passing. What sets him apart as a big man is his court vision, and whether it's from the high post, low post, he can create opportunities for his teammates.
The Warriors making a switch here. Azili's checked in, and that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. The Oracle Arena was rocking last season, and with good reason. The Warriors would finish a league best 39-2 at home last year.
And how about that 39-2 record put them 1 off of tying the best record ever in the NBA. That record, by the way, belongs to the Celtics with 40 wins back in 1986.
And it's Green missing. Cavaliers have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. The screen from Thompson. On the wing, Shumpert. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, I tell you what, you look at the Warriors, and they were actually unstoppable in every way last season. Average home margin of victory was 13-plus points. A lot of those games weren't even that close as they let things get tight in garbage time.
Here's Curry after the made shot from Iman Shumpert to the inside to stop the run. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one, drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And more on the Warriors' home dominance. Shot almost 50% as a team at home, which led the league. Shot over 41% from beyond the arc as a team.
Just watching Festus Ezeli out of Vanderbilt play. He's got the big body inside, moves pretty fluidly, adroit, good footwork. He's kind of got the whole package.
Yeah, he does. He's a space eater. He's very strong physically, good frame. He's a low down there, and what you said, the fact that he's fairly agile, makes him tough.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 9. Jefferson kicks to James. Inside, Irving. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got his 5th assist in this one.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same. You know, and Ezeli missing a lot of games with various injuries from the knee and ankle a season ago. He can be a quality rebounder and rim protector, but he's got to find a way to stay healthy.
And he gets the bucket.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Now, here's Thompson. He's got 6. Here's Curry with the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
And Ezeli, originally from Nigeria, picked up the game late. Only played 6 years of organized basketball before going pro. So still developing his hands and offensive skill set, but clearly he's got the tools physically to play.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Cleveland.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And also, their mid-range game has been impressive. A tough shot to rely upon, but they really had it going tonight.
Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
And arguably the most talented player at his position. I mean, he can get wherever he wants to on the court. He's athletic, an unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that oftentimes gets underrated. Maybe the best finisher in the game.
Agreed.
And, you know, Kyrie Irving really ambidextrous as a ball handler because you can't play him to one side, and he's ambidextrous as a finisher, too. He's so creative and crafty. Terrific at the rim with both hands.
Now here's Iguodala. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Lock at 6. Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Barbosa.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Irving sinks that one from the post. Irving's got 10 points.
And one thing about Irving's ball handling, he does a great job of protecting the ball. A very low rate of turnovers for a player as aggressive as he is on the bounce.
Now here's Barbosa.
I like the move to go 2 for 1 here.
So do I, Greg. I mean, I agree with you. They need to get a quick look and then try to get another possession after that.
They get it back. And Verejao kicks to Irving. They set the screen. Williams dishes to Irving. Over Barbosa, but he recovers it. LeBron passes to Verejao. Tries yet again. And that one comes up a bit short. Here is Livingston. 6 points for him. The shot by Spades. Nobody around. The three-pointer off the mark. Irving. Offline. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Cavaliers lead by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. They lead by 4. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Iguodala, the 3, with Barnes, the stretch 4. And it's Bogut, and at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
You know, it was a bit of a roller coaster year for Mo Williams. I mean, he had that 50-point breakout game, but then later traded away to the Hornets.
Well, and of course, Mo Williams, Clark, shipped to the Hornets for their playoff push and helped out there.
I thought overall, Kevin, Mo had a really strong year given his age. Probably his most productive season since his early 20s. Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable.
And Williams drops them both. Last season for the Warriors really dominated from beginning to end to lead the league and break both offensive and defensive efficiency.
And, Kevin, a lot of people knew the Warriors were good at offense. I mean, but they've been equally as good defensively over the past few seasons, kind of flying under the radar for whatever reason. Not the case going forward.
Here is Love. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. And that one's good. Love.
A very good half for them from the field. They've got their shooting percentage up over 50%.
Yeah, their offense heating up, and anytime you shoot it this well, you're going to give yourself a chance to get the W.
Now here's Curry. Now here's Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Now Barnes. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Some of Harrison Barnes' teammates have referred to him as the senator because of the way he carries himself. And, you know, a very level-headed, dignified young man. And just he has an air about it.
And Harrison Barnes at times has been criticized in the past for not being more, Clark, assertive on the court.
Well, you know, it's interesting. He had to weather the pressure of expectations since high school. I mean, people were comparing him to Kobe Bryant back then, but HB can't get caught up in that. He's got to be true to himself. You know what I tell guys? Do you.
Yeah.
Do you.
Jefferson's checked in for the Cavaliers. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Williams. That's off as well, so he misses both.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
Now here's Shumpert. Fires for 3, and he gets it to go. And it's a 9-point Cavalier lead.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Well, and our old partner Steve Kerr also got a chance to coach the West All-Stars, and Greg, his record-setting debut season with the Golden State Warriors. Clark, he really hit a lot of big milestones early.
Well, none of us are surprised at his success. No. I mean, Steve will be the first to tell you it was because he was surrounded by excellent assistants. I mean, that's one of the underrated aspects of being a good coach is you've got to have a good staff, and Steve has that.
Excellent point. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Steve Kerr was just going over the plan with his team. He told them that they simply have to step up, saying if we don't make a move now, it's going to be too late. Give them everything you've got. Kevin?
Thanks again, Doris. Warriors trail by 9. Here's Thompson. Oh, in the dunk by Barnes.
You know, on the surface, it might seem questionable to attempt to dunk like that when you're behind, but I think he's just trying to give him a spark.
What a dunk it was.
And he's got that awe factor. Even look at us. We're all sitting here just waiting for when he goes airborne.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Curry kicks to Bogut. Back to Curry. Off the pick. The rebound by Kevin Love. Love's got his 4th rebound in this one. Jefferson dishes to Love. Shumpert against Thompson. And there's Moskov. That's good on the assist by Shumpert. And it's a 12-point Cleveland lead. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. And that one's good, Barnes.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being as a result.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
Here's Dellavedova.
And those midseason trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Warriors trail by 9. Iguodala the pass to Barnes, and stolen by Love. Dellavedova kicks to Love. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's on Andrew Bogut.
Yeah, and you know, they built the roster to how they played best midseason. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
That's good from Love.
Good game for Love. 9 points and a steal. The motor on this guy is amazing. Completely revved up. He's been everywhere today.
And it's hard to say which has influenced the game more, really, his offense or his D. I mean, take your pick.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for Golden State. LeBron's checked in for the Cavaliers. Kyrie Irving comes in for Matthew Dellavedova, and so he makes both from the line.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
And defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line.
In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Stolen by Thompson. Outside Curry. Dishes it to Barnes. To the inside, Bogut makes it off the glass.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Cleveland leading by 9. James outside. The wide open look for Love. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 6 assists here tonight.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
Now here's Curry. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
It's LeBron with Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't remember ever seeing a dunk like that in a game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw
I tell you what, fellas, you might not see another one like that one for a while. And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Outside Irving. We've got 1:18 left here in the 4th quarter. 6 to shoot. James dishes to Irving. Off target with his 3.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Cavaliers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
They knocked down their shots. I mean, a little luck didn't hurt either. A lot of their 50-50 shots went in the basket.
And we've come to expect nothing less from one of the league's elite players, but another tour de force for James. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team. And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Iman Shumpert.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the chart. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
I love the contribution he gave with his long-range shooting tonight. He was on fire. That turned out to be the big key for them. If someone drove the lane and the defense collapsed, they would always kick it to him for another 3. Splaka Katayow!
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.